We now return to Let's Play Hearthlands. Alright, so we need to focus on food. I'm going to begin going into worst, I think. We'll start making a little bit of the sausages. Well, let's see. Does that actually... We get feather and wool. Now, I'm not going to be doing anything with that, so it's going to be stuck inside my... Oh, wow, that's got quite the range. It's going to be stuck inside my hunter's lodge here. I'm going to actually have this reach out as far as it can go, so it will actually enclose those rabbits up there. So we'll have one... I may as well pull them all the way, right? Just in case those rabbits move, and I feel that they will. Okay, we'll go right there. Now it needs road access. We won't be able to put road on this side. Oh, yes we will, because it's, for some reason, it's actually there. Now, did I get this lucky enough? I did. I'll just branch it off right here. Okay, so I don't think I actually want the goods to be here, though, because otherwise I'm going to have to build another one of these watchtowers. So I'm going to probably have... Let's see, you're taking apples and turnips. So it doesn't really matter. If I turn you down to 12, I take 8. I mean, that's not a hell of a lot, but at least we can gather all the food there. I just don't want these goblins to raid my shit, is what I'm concerned about. So let's see, after that we need a smokehouse. Smokehouse requires logs, right? We also need another one of you. Now, I don't want industry anywhere near this, so that's not a good place to put it. I'll put it on the other side of this, I guess. Well, do I even have to do that? Putting it right here makes more sense. It's just that with the logs being gathered way over here, they're gonna have to be taken that much further. So I'd kind of like the production buildings to be central to the whole thing. What is this? A dairy. Right, okay. Well, I'll just put this here then. And then, of course, raw material, hunter's lodge, and we are going to have to definitely think about putting down a forester. What did I just do? Oh, it's okay. I was going to say, that doesn't look like the other one. It is, though. No, it isn't. That's what I wanted. Yes. So, Forester's Lodge. I'm probably going to have to put this down here sometime soon. I don't necessarily want it to... Let me think here. I mean, if I put mushrooms being grown over here, I could avoid this whole thing altogether. However, we might actually want this. And, let's see, I also have to consider... Now see, what I'm concerned about here, these guys, these ghosts did not attack the settlers that were coming in, but they might attack the actual workers. So if I put anyone near any of this stuff, these guys might get killed. We really ought to be focusing on this soon, though, so let me, it's not the Forester's Lodge, it is under... Industry? Herbalist, yes. Okay, probably want to bring this out a bit more then. I mean, this is really far out here. You know, if I'm going to put a forester's... Yeah, okay. If I'm going to put a forester's out here, I may as well just double down on it. That way I don't have to build more of the buildings, and I don't have to really worry myself that way. So, we'll put this here, and there is, of course, no mushroom batch over there. So I'll put you down. You're planting trees and mushrooms because I don't have access to bees. Yeah. If I was a different culture and I had access to bees, it could also plant flowers. But we don't have that. So anyway, here we go. Good for me. I've still got 8 people unemployed. But you know what? I think we'll just focus on mushrooms for you right now. That way we actually have some mushrooms, because we've got plenty of trees. Once we run out of trees, then it'll really be an issue. And, you know, thinking of it here, I could have put the Hunter's Lodge here to take these turkeys as well. It's just, we've got access to the rabbits here, which gives me access to wool, so I can get 2 resources for 1 hunter's lodge. It's just that they don't appear to be hunting rabbits, even though I've got that checked. Whatever. So anyway, okay, we are getting a stockpile of that. What we're not getting a stockpile of is food. Ah, so this was Sawsred. Because I gave him good stuff, he decided to give me some textile. However, I have no place to put it, so I'm going to have to hold on to that and find a stockpile to shove that into. What I really mean by that, of course, is I'm going to have to put it down. Now, textile. What is textile used for? I imagine it's just a... These require textile to create clothes and pillows. Okay. So it's going to be a raw good then. Alright, well, I'll put down another one. And this one is going to hold on to... Where is it? Ah, it's over here. 8. We will accept. So I guess, let's see, if I'm keeping this for food, I was going to have one separate for alcohol, which is the next step forward. This one can have, I suppose, furnished goods, these ones, the furniture, clothes, boots, pillows. I mean, obviously I don't want to be holding on to the raw goods, but in this situation I will until we're ready for that. We are, however, at a point where the next thing is alcohol and just getting people food stable. So keep running that. We have 28% unemployed, or 28 people, 13% unemployed. Good. So what that means for me is that I can actually put down yet another store unit. Are you in? Yeah, you are. So why did I put you that much further away? What was I saving for that? I left it at 4x. The thing is, though, you can't really see it behind the building, but that one little patch of crop land is sticking out, so it prevents me from having a 4x4. I was keeping that for something, though. And of course, I can't freaking remember. Oh, was it, well, actually, was it the smokehouse, maybe? But no, there was, where the fuck is it? These things, barracks. I think I might have been keeping it for a barracks, but that's clearly too big, so we'll have to keep all that stuff on this side. Maybe not here, though. I don't really want... Oh, you know what? I don't even have to stay on these roads. I can just start branching out, so let's not concern ourselves with that. In fact, I'm going to put down this store yard right here, leaving a space for a road. And that road is where industry is going to go. So, this will take coal. Well, actually, we can set it to 12 and 12, and then 8 iron. Because that's really all they're going to need. They can get logs from somebody else. In which case we will need another logger. So that's a thing. Anyway, what I can do now... You know, this isn't actually very good because now I can't really put anything... I just need something to look at this. Can't really put anything along here. So maybe I should take those out. Because even here, I mean, it doesn't look like they're going to plant all this. You know what, let's just have them go for a bit. Well, maybe they will. In fact, it seems like they might even plant all that. I might want even more. Because I mean, they... Okay, well, no, it just stopped. So, this is just enough for 3 of these guys to plant everything. So, good. That worked out just fine. This is a waste of space, though. I'm going to have to figure out something to do with that. Yes, I will take it, thank you. And let me see. So, I've still got 18 people. That will be enough for probably 1 mine apiece, in fact. That's... Coal digger. Let's put you... here. 9. Ah, yeah, that's 1 apiece. So let's run a road. Try and run a road. I need to find a place where it's not going to interfere with everything. I mean, I can't run it through that, and I don't even think I can destroy that. I probably don't want to destroy that. We'll go here. And I guess we'll see if the ghosts actually cause me some grief here. Get that out. Good, perfect. We are getting very close to these graveyards. I'm not looking forward to the time when those things pop out. So, iron. There you go. Okay, so yes, that is going to be a long way to go, but that's how it has to be, because that's how the map spawned. What I should do... Got 27... The tax rate keeps changing, that's why I keep getting this fluctuating policy, or the population. Are you... Okay, I was gonna say, are you not putting down any mushrooms at all? So this is 1, 2, 3. I'm already using up 3. But I've got some logs here, so that doesn't actually make sense. It's not a 1-to-1 ratio. But we are going through logs quite frequently. And there's some sitting... Oh, that's because it's making planks out of it. In fact, we don't really need planks right now. Let's turn that off. I've got plenty here, and they can be used towards furniture later, but we're not ready for furniture yet at all. So, planks are also necessary for making the spears, but again, we're not yet at that point.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
Got terrible news. Dexwin, the Solid of Knockfield, is launching an invasion on us. Wow, fuck! Well... Shit. Okay, well, in that case, I will put you... See, I want to put this in such a way there that I can... Should I just have the central? And then have them go that way? Because if he's too far out of the production buildings here... Yeah, okay, fine. Put that there, and then we're going to need an armorer. And... I'll get rid of this tree. And... weaponsmith shop. This might be a very short city. Who knows? But anyway, what I do know is that I need more woodcutters in a hurry. Hello, we started a new project. Yeah, you can have some money, sure. We're probably not going to be around very long. Dispatch. Yay. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Let's go this way. And that's going to actually take out a good chunk of where he can start planting, but we'll have that all out here, that's fine. So yes, we definitely need some more woodcutters in a hurry here. Which, we're not terribly hard up for trees here just yet. If I connect here, I'll just assume it connects up there nicely. And we'll just have it go like that. Hopefully some of this will be... Oh, dumbass, I need to actually have a smeltery to turn it into... See, I never fucking remember where this stuff is. You would think it's in industry. It's all the way at the end here. Yes, I need this to turn this stuff into actual iron, so it can be used. We're very low taxes. I might have to keep it that way for a while. In fact, we can just turn you off as well, because that's unnecessary. You're just holding storage for things I don't need storage for. And yeah, see, so the planks are in fact being used to create spears. I do appreciate that it's a smart system, that they're not producing axes because I don't have an axe squad available. There's no way we're gonna get this done in 5 months. Hopefully they retained the Impressions game's ability to pay off invaders, so you don't actually have to fight. That would be very splendid. Why are you not going after the rabbits? Is it because it's in the tainted area, maybe? Or is it just because these guys are closer? I mean, it doesn't really matter. We can use that feather bag to eventually get archers, but you are getting a little closer comfort, my friend. And it looks like they are leaving those guys alone. Well, that's great. I mean, these don't seem to be very hostile at all, then. They are friendly ghosts. We may as well just leave them alone. Yeah, this is not going to go well. I mean, I could totally put down more fortifications. Looks like we could do wood fortifications. Probably a little bit late at this point. You know what, though? God, we just don't really have... How many logs do I... Oh, I've got plenty of logs now. Well... Oh, what? What is going on here? So why can't I put you on this road? Is there a rotate? There, okay, it's rotating. You have to rotate it. I hate to enclose it like this, but we don't really have a choice at the moment. I need to make sure... Let's find out how the wall is just one. I imagine I could make two. Probably need to make two to put one of these on. Let's just do... I need at least two away, because I want to put some goodies in there. Yeah, we'll go like that. And then... I just want to make sure I'm leaving room for any possible... Rotate? Rotate? Come on. Rotate? Okay, why is... Aggravating! Well, let's just get this road... this wall. Yeah, as I was saying, I wanted to maintain some space for appeal in future. The ghosts might not like this part, but that's okay. Just construct a nice wooden palisade and see if we can't put a tower on it. Nope, this has to be a 2x wall, apparently. Maybe? No. Well, how does the tower go down? Automatically shoots enemies, rates... That doesn't tell me anything. Does it have to be on a corner, perhaps? No. Oh, not enough logs. Alright. It'd help if I paid attention to my tooltips. Well, we got a partially surrounded city.
I'm sorry to interrupt you,
We have 1 month left. Did we have anybody at all? No. You guys have got some iron. I don't know what you're waiting on. We've got people. We've got many people. As far as I am concerned, I don't see an excuse for not turning that into anything. I don't think this is necessary. I mean, it took... You've got iron here. You've got planks there. Leather! Ah, damn. Yes, well. And we don't have anything we can make leather out of. Well, shit. I needed to grow some pigs. Okay, well, this is not going to work out then. We're going to be in some trouble. So, you know what? Fuck it. We'll just let them come. We'll see if something happens, and if I'm able to pay them off, good. We'll know better for next time. And otherwise, we'll just have to restart the city. So, that's how that goes. Now what's your problem? Still not enough logs. What are you using my logs for? I mean, you got your planks. You just keep taking them. I guess I have to be quicker on the draw.
2 arms.
Oh, good. I can. Holy shit. Well, this game definitely makes it harder to survive like that. Okay, well, in future, we will know. I cannot screw around like that. In fact, I need to put down a pigsty. Is that, this is just the swine herd. Okay. So, now we're making a little bit too much meat. With the hunter here. I might just want to turn that off for now. Really, I mean, it's the secondary byproducts that are worth the most to me. On the other hand, we don't have any meat here, so... Yeah, alright, we'll leave it on. We'll see how many pigs I can... in that case, we're going to need to probably turn off... let's see, this is just all freaking weird. Let's not do that. Let's actually put them back here. In fact, I will make it go the whole way. Well, maybe not the whole way. We'll leave a little thing here for a road. And, what does this leave me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure. That's sufficient. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okie dokie. Now, we might have an issue where I do not have enough turnips to feed everybody. We're not yet taking... I'm gonna actually not accept that. We'll make sure we've got our pigs going. We just had 16 loads of boots. Thanks. 16 boots. What the shit? Okay. Well, I've got room for them. That's great. Maybe I should go to diplomacy. Who was the asshole of Knockfield? Can I give them improved relations? Not enough fame. Oh. I spent my fame, hard-earned that it was, to improve my relations. It went from -30 to -8 though, so that was good. Let's send a gift. Let's send them... apparently I can't send any of that stuff. Why can I not send any of them of the good stuff? That's... maybe because they don't want it. Okay. Well, damn. Of course, the two enemies I have, aside from, you know, the evil guy. I mean, even the goblins are neutral to me. Even the goblins like me. Whatever. Okay, well, that at least was one bullet dodged. We need to be making a bit more iron, however. Are you out of planks? No, you're not out of planks. Okay. So, let's see. Leather... well, they'll just take leather directly there. It will take a while, however. They need the turnips in order to feed the pigs. So, we'll have to just wait for that to happen. I guess it looks like we're producing quite a bit. Let's start planting trees. Quite a bit of mushrooms are around. Thanks for the boots. Are you accepting boots? You are accepting boots. So, I guess they'll start you know what? Don't accept that just yet. I don't want you to take my boots. Because I think... can I get a tooltip here or something? I just wanted to see what their use is. Like, if they go through the boots, I don't want them to be using the boots unnecessarily because they have no use for the boots. You know what I mean? We could probably... yeah, we don't have the population. Run into some problems. They need cider. Ah, shit. Well, they're friends, so... I mean, I could start making some, but I've only got 3 population. We're gonna have to decline and take the hit. But that is another thing I should be taking. In fact, since we're running into the population, it looks like we've got food down. Since we're running into the population... what? Okay.
Sorry to interrupt.
The filthy goblin managed to steal some apples. Yes, but... okay, now are you gonna pick that up? No? Is someone gonna pick that up? It's only 1 load. It needs to be picked up by a squad unit. Well, shit. I'm gonna have these guys. They've got 3 spears already. They just don't have any leather. We're still waiting on those frickin' pigs, which it's gonna be a season because we need the frickin' turnips to feed the pigs to get the leather. It would really help if we had some boars. I don't think we have any boars. We've got turkeys and rabbits. Well, nuts. Oh, wait, what? Oh, okay. I thought I actually saw something floating around the graveyard there. I was a bit concerned, and here comes another frickin' goblin. We need to do something about this in a hurry. I wonder if I could just build like a watchtower here and just have it shoot into the goblins. They'd probably come out and attack it, though. I imagine they would defend. Are you gonna... okay, there he is. Go get him.
Sorry to interrupt you,
This is obnoxious. This is actually really obnoxious. Okay. Alright, so, Jesus, now that I'm completely distracted, we need a cider brewery, and I imagine that's probably what I was saving some of the room for. We definitely need that, though. But I want to turn off... Do I? No, I don't. Never mind. I was thinking I want to turn that off because I want to start saving it, but we just declined the request, so... That's a no-go there. The ghosts are starting to concern me just a bit. It looks like the trees are actually growing back, though. That's pretty cool. I mean, the stumps don't disappear. It's just that now we're planting extra trees.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, sir.
Plague! Ah, shit. Okay. Well, oh, we're low on staff. Okay, that's not good. We have a worker shortage. Of course we do. Let's lower the administration. Probably not a great idea. We'll be low on taxes. We're running out of money. But that is one of those things I really ought to have been focusing on a little bit more. This game's hard. I mean, there's just an overwhelming amount of things to do. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because it makes it interesting, but I guess I just don't feel comfortable with the game yet. Mostly because there's not really a tutorial. I mean, the tutorial barely barely scratches.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, sir.
Snatched my boots! It barely covers things that you will encounter in the game, and so when you're just sort of thrown in the deep end... Oh, for fuck's sake, peasants are unhappy, so they just stole some money. Yeah. And there's the thief, and he will try to escape, I believe. Constable, however... That's not the constable. Who is the constable? Ah, because I turned down the administration. Yeah, that was not so great. Not so great! Well, shit. I seem to have done this all wrong. But the thing I was trying to avoid, like why I was really trying to rush through it, was because of, you know, invasions. I really did not want that. But, oh well, whatever. We're probably gonna go bankrupt long before this can be a viable city anyway, so, that's that. This is really just a little settlement that I enclosed here unnecessarily. All I want is one freaking squad. That's it. That's all I really want. We've got to go pick this up here soon, too. Still no pigs. Ghosts can go away. This is not cool. I want you to go away. Okay, we got some turnips. They got turnips there. They're feeding the turnips to the pigs. 0% grown. Right. And another goblin.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
More turnips. Maybe I should just say blast. That'll actually get them. I hope those are stacking. I would hate to think that they are actually replacing what's underneath them. Because that would suck. I want those boots. Okay, people are coming back. The plague has subsided. So that's good. First, well, actually, second crisis. The first crisis was being invaded in the second episode. Oh well, it happens, I guess. Well, now that we have the basics underway, maybe I can finally get some alcohol going. I should probably let it sit for a while, and I mean, looking at it now, I have no place for the alcohol once it's made anyway, so, well, fun. I mean, these guys are getting way too obnoxious here. They're probably going to cause trouble at some point. Hopefully we can get this going. I want that leather situated so we can actually have one unit to go around and start collecting, if not my own loot, things like that magic orb and magic book and the other little goodies around here, and see if we can't take out one of these graveyards, or these collapsed mines is actually what it looks like. It's going to be a while before we can take on the Warlock, I have a feeling, but it really, I mean, how far are we behind on everybody else? They are continuing to go down and disliking me. 12 now, 11 strength. Yeah, we are falling far, far behind on the strength, and as you can see here, my friends are not so friendly anymore. I mean, if we get invaded by this guy, it's over, so need to definitely be working on that. But yeah, so far, I mean, this just feels really hectic. Like, I feel like in order to get a military, we should not be at this point yet. I really need a stronger infrastructure. It just costs so many people. It takes so many people to employ. And I know this probably isn't... I mean, if this were Zeus or Emperor, you know, my 8 housing block would not be enough. I usually had like, what, like a 10 or a 12 or something like that? I think the reason I've gone with this size is just because of how big the buildings are. I really could have made this housing block quite a bit bigger, and that probably would have provided me enough. We're definitely going to need another one, probably here in future, and then maybe up here once we've cleared this, so... I don't know. Anyway, this is where I'm going to end this one. Things will hopefully stabilize. I'll hopefully get the hang of this game at some point. So, I'll end this here, and I'll see you next time.